morning, KPMS.
Today is D-Day.
Here's all the news for Friday, March 3rd.
The school-wide volleyball tournament is today, Friday, March 3rd. Thanks to the PE department for continuing this annual tradition. The schedule will be:
Period 5, 7th grade reports to Period 5 class, and teachers escort students to the gymnasium at 11:11. Students will miss their Period 5 class on this day. Grade 8 and SAT will eat lunch as scheduled.
Period 6. Grade 8 reports to the Period 6 class. Students will be escorted to the gymnasium. The 8th grade will miss Periods 6 and 7 on this day, as we will end the tournament with the Students vs. Faculty game and a Faculty vs. Faculty tournament.
A big thank you goes out to everyone who supported the KPMS Special Olympics this past Saturday for the polar plunge.
The KPMS team was able to raise $1,629. Our goal was $1,000. So it's exciting that we surpassed our original goal and on short notice, since we didn't start fundraising until almost then.
Thank you to everyone for your support, be it a plunging, monetary, and emotional support.
We are proud of our KPMS team for participating and supporting a great cause.
An informational meeting was held this Thursday, March 2nd, in the gym for students interested in playing intramural volleyball. If you could not attend the meeting, we have sign-up forms and permission slips in the main office. See Mr. Mayette if you have any questions.
Starting Monday, March 6th, we will be holding our annual penny challenges.
There will be containers set up outside the main lobby with homeroom teachers' names on them.
The object is to put the pennies in your own container to earn points.
Put all other coins or bills in other containers to take away their points.
So a penny is +1, but a nickel is -5 points, and a dollar will be -100 points.
The container with the most points at the end of the week will win ice cream treats for their homeroom.
All money is being donated to Pennies for Patients for Leukemia and Lymphoma.
The event will last from March 6th to the 10th. Below are the teams for the Penny Challenge. The Student Council pulled out the teams out of a hat, so they are mixed between 7th and 8th grade homerooms. Team 1, Mr. Bull, Mr. Jacobson, Mr. Katouche, Miss Planetta, Mrs. Ty. Team 2, Mr. Bean, Mrs. Bernice, Mrs. Hall, Miss McIntyre, and Miss Russell. Team 3, Mr. Allen, Mr. Cooney, Mrs. Leone, Mrs. Murphy, and Mrs. Parker. Team 4, Dr. Austin, Mr. Holland, Mrs. Hughes-Rogan, Mr. Keogh, Miss Stoller. Team 5, Mrs. Anderson, Mr. DeWolf, Miss Duffy, Mr. McKean, Mrs. Zezis. Team 6, Mrs. Brady, Mrs. Hartwell, Mrs. Reyes, Mrs. Ryan. Team 7, Mrs. Adams, Mr. Lovett, Mrs. Osborne, Mrs. Runyon, Mrs. Wilford. Team 8, Mrs. Curtin, Mrs. Davis, Mr. Jones, Mrs. McGovern, and Mrs. Montgomery.
The 8th grade band was selected to perform as the Massachusetts All-State Music Conference next Thursday, March 9th. The band students will be dismissed after Period 3. Congratulations to our 8th grade band for being selected to this performance.
And now it's time for this week's Something to Think About. This week's Something to Think About is a quote from Kirsten Sweetland, and it goes as follows. Natural ability is important, but you can go far without it if you have the focus, drive, desire, and positive attitude.
Attention all KPMS students. Do you enjoy friendly competition? How about exercising your brain with the planning, skill, and concentration it takes to win the game?
The chess club is for you. The first chess club meeting was this week, but don't worry, if you still want to join, just show up at room 128 next Wednesday. All levels of players are welcome.
Please see Mrs. Davies if you have any questions.
Do you play an instrument?
Do you dance?
Do you just love performing?
Consider joining the 2017 King Philip Marching Band.
The group is open to any current middle school students.
There will be an informational meeting for students and their families next Tuesday, March 7th at 7 p.m. in the high school auditorium.
We will discuss the rehearsal schedule and answer any questions you may have.
See Mr. Keogh in the band room if you cannot make it.
Here's a clip of the band in action.
Teachers, if there's anyone missing in your homeroom today, take a moment to look around and be sure your attendance is submitted.
Teachers, please have your students stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. The pledge will be followed by a short moment of silence.